They're pushing them way back. They're off in space at this point right now. Jeez. Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher of Realms, and it's the moment you've all been waiting for. The hype is real. We are going to be checking out Pierre and Rosalia. So anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Alright, let's start off by reading their kits out. I want to just kind of get you guys familiar with what their kits are. I'm going to show a few things about them today. We'll do more testing in the future, as always. One of these heroes looks really good in the arena. The other one looks really good in AoE content, specifically very long range AoE content. And I predict that Pierre might be a new meta coming up in the AoE arena. So we just have to figure out a comp for it, as right now I don't have a really good idea. But anyways, let's start with our guy Pierre here. He's a cultist chaos faction hero. He is a mage, cost is 15. He does have an arena cost reduced by 5, and that's why I think he's gonna be really good in arena. And wait until you see this guy go, man. It's gonna be crazy with all of these summons that he has. Let's start with the talent. When deployed, it causes HP drain, just like a lot of the other Chaos Faction heroes, equal to 50% of current HP to self. Every 3 seconds summons a Prismite from a completed portrait based on the number of enemies within basic attack range. Alright, there's a lot to read here on this talent, okay? And I don't want you guys to kind of freak out about it, what's all going on here, because it's not too complicated. Basically, what he's going to do is when he summons Prismite Malachite, I think I'm saying that right, probably not. But anyways, if the enemy number is in range is 1. So typically when an enemy comes into range, he's going to go ahead and summon a Prismite Malachite. I gotta see if I'm saying that right. Anyways, now when more enemies come into his range, he will summon a Prismite Cobalt if the enemy number in the range is more than 1. This basically happens as more enemies come into his range, from what I'm seeing here in the testing. The total number of Prismite that can coexist on the field cannot exceed 2. So you can have the Malachite and the Cobalt. Sorry, I just went pause and see how to pronounce that. It's Malachite and Cobalt, okay? So you get the Malachite when there's only 1 enemy in range. When more than 1 enemy comes into his range, he's gonna go ahead and summon a Cobalt. They only can have 2 on the field at the same time. Each attack of Prismite Malachite increases its own damage and Prismark's damage by 5% for 5 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Prismite Cobalt and Prismark inflict slow when dealing damage. So this Prismite, what's on the field, is going to be pretty much automatic. You don't really have to worry about it. It's not something you have to like do anything special for to control his kit while you're going along. Prismark is a little bit different though. But what is Prismark? Prismark is a summoned unit that can be deployed on a selected tile, inherits 110% of the master's HP and 100% of the other attributes. It's going to be a little more tankier than your unit, but also he's going to have the same stats otherwise, attack, defense, whatever. Has 3 block. Each basic attack deals 130% magic damage to up to 10 enemies, so a lot of AoE damage. Increases damage multiplier by 20% when there's only 1 enemy in range, so there's less enemies around. He's going to do more damage. Dispels its own debuffs every 5 seconds, so if he has poison on him or something along those lines, don't have to worry about it. Cannot attack airborne units. Nice to clarify. It naturally perishes after 30 seconds. Only 1 Prismark can be deployed at the same time. This is going to be kind of like a wood elf. You're going to be able to place him wherever you want. The cost for him to place him down is 3. He's very, very strong. Let's put it that way. But he does, if you don't get Prismites going out there, he will eventually fade off the screen and you'll lose him, okay? So you can just pick him up and place him somewhere else as soon as your Pierre does ultimate again, and then you should be good to go. Alright, so on the basic attack here, brushwork. Pierre will paint continuously. After every 5 basic attacks, causes HP drain equal to 30% of current HP to self, and creates 1 portrait, and restores 20 rage. Up to 3 completed portraits can exist at the same time. Alright. Overlay. When Prismark attacks, increases its AoE damage, max HP, defense, and magic resistance by 2%, stacking up to 14 times. I'm going to show you Prismark in just a moment. I know it's kind of a lot to take in all at once here, but you'll understand once I start showcasing the hero. When any Prismite or Prismark attacks, extends Prismark's duration by 0.6%, or seconds. This is the part that's going to keep him on the field. So this part is going to make it so he can keep staying out there, keep fighting, and keep doing what he does best, which is just a load of AoE damage. This guy is nuts. Let's just put it that way. I can't wait to show you. Anyway, perspective. When Prismite Malachite and Prismite Cobalt within Prismark's attack range, God, it's such a mouthful, launch an attack, they ignore 25% of the target's magic resistance and restore 2% of Prismark's max HP to Prismark. So you can't really heal him. He's going to be a summon that kind of comes out, but you can't really heal him with your healers like Ireless or Eloin. So if you need to get health back, he's going to have the Prismites attacking something so that the Prismark can stay on the field. Confusing, yes I know. On the ultimate, immediately causes HP drain equal to 50% of current HP to self and prepares a Prismark. This is making it sure if you don't have one on the field, you can see it. Okay, there's the Prismark right there. You can see it up on the screen right now. He can go anywhere. He can be placed anywhere. And he just does. He smashes down AoE damage, AoE damage, AoE damage. And it's a lot of damage, guys, okay? And prepares a Prismark if a Prismark already exists on the field, extends Prismark's duration by 15 seconds instead, and reduces the attack interval of all Prismites and Prismark by 15% for 15 seconds. So if you have one down on the field when he ults, you're just going to basically get a attack interval boost and an time extension for how long he can stay out on the field. Now there is obviously going to be a bond skill here with Rosalia. Increases the max stacks limit of overlays tribute bonuses by 6. So that's going to be right over here. When Prismark attacks, increases AoE damage, max HP, blah, 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 stacking up to 14 times. This is going to stack up to 20 times now, with a total of 40% boost to your Prismark. It is a big deal. 40% is massive no matter which way you look at it. All right, on to the awakenings here. Well, let's move over. I'll get myself out of the way quick. All right, awakening level 1. After Prismark gains 14 stacks of overlays attribute bonuses, it additionally gains the perspective effect. What exactly is the perspective effect? I'm not really sure, but when I figure it out, I'm gonna go ahead and pin that in the comment section down below so you guys can see that, or I'll put it in the description as well so you guys can find out what that is. Awaken level 2, attack plus 300. Awaken level 3 increases the total summon limit of Prismite Malachite and Prismite Cobalt on the field to 3. After Prismark is deployed, each of the first 5 attacks grants 1 extra stack of overlay. Yeah, so then you're going to have 3 of these guys on the field along with your Prismark. He is just doing a ton of summons and it's going to be a ton of damage. Just trust me. Awaken level 4 is penetration plus 8%. And then we have Awaken level 5. Summons Prismite Malachite and Prismite Cobalt based on the number of enemies on the field. New talent effect. Prismite Malachite and Prismite Cobalt can assist Prismark in attacking enemies within Prismark's attack range. So if you have them off on the other side of the field somewhere in the long range, kind of unsafe place, your Prismite Cobalts and Malachites can also go over there and kind of like release, I guess, go over there and help him attack whatever is in his range. So then you have his long range and then you have your Prismark's long range, both attacking all over the map. You can just imagine the possibilities here. Speaking of attack range, I don't know if you noticed, but he has 1 tile to each side, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles ahead, and he's a mage. So it's kind of like Beelzebub range. It's nutty. It's nutty. When you place him down, you'll see you can put him on the farther tile off to the side on gear raid 1, 21 plus or whatever, 18, 19 or 18 plus, I guess, 19 plus. And he can basically reach across the whole center and then some. It's phenomenal. And then I realized I didn't read out the Malachites and Kobolds abilities here, so let's go ahead and read that out. Malachite inherits 100% of the master's attributes and attacks enemies within the master's or Prismark's attack range. Each attack deals 70% magic damage to one enemy. Cannot attack airborne units. It naturally perishes after 15 seconds. So I guess when you first place him on the field, it'd probably be best. I don't know if you can have 2 Kobolds. That'd probably be ideal, but that's the way you want to do it. Make sure you have a couple enemies down so it's more than one. Prismark Cobalt inherits 100% of the master's attributes and attacks enemies within the master's or Prismark's attack range. Each attack deals 70% AoE magic damage to up to 5 enemies. Cannot attack airborne units. It naturally perishes after 15 seconds. Alright, so that's it for Pierre. Quick look at the attributes here. Oh, I guess, yeah, 5k attack is very nice. 10k HP, a little, not so crazy. And attack interval is pretty normal. Everything else is pretty standard stuff here. Alright, so now let's move on to Rosalia. As you can see, Rosalia does have a higher BP. But anyways, Rosalia is a fighter. Cultist faction, so a lot of controls, a lot of slows. Is going to help her do much more damage, okay? Paired with Ezerith as well, paired with Demi would be a really good one. Morgan is not so bad either, so they're all pretty decent. Okay, so she is a fighter. Damage type is going to be magic. The talent: enemies entering a painted tile immediately take 300% AoE magic damage once and are inflicted with magic resistance reduction of -25%. Very nice. This damage has an 8% cooldown per enemy. When casting the ultimate, immediately resets the cooldown for all enemies and reduces the cooldown by 4 seconds during the ultimate. So if you want to get a nice big hit off whenever you cast the ultimate, wait till the enemies come into range first, and then after they're in range, go ahead and hit the ultimate, and you can have another blast at them because it's going to reset all this stuff. All right, basic attack. Magic attack paints a row of tiles in range with a random color: red, yellow, or blue, for 20 seconds. It paints red, continuously inflicts burning on enemies in range for 5 seconds. It paints yellow, increases the caster's damage against enemies in range by 20%. And if it paints blue, inflicts 1 stack of Winter's Bite on enemies in range every 2 seconds. So a lot of RNG in there and what you're trying to get. If you're trying to pass something, you might have to replay it a few times to try to get yourself, maybe you want yellow is a pretty good one. Or maybe you want the red for the burning, or you want the blue for the Winter's Bite, and it's gonna change. But you can see the crazy attack range. It's very weird. So we have one tile where she stands, it goes in front of her, 1, 2, 3, a space or a gap. It's AoE damage, so it doesn't really matter too much. Then there's another stack of 3, then a space, and then another stack of 3. So total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles forward she can hit. And yes, she can take care of the enemies up top on Gear Dungeon 1, okay? She's very good at it, actually. Congeal. Alright, first passive. When enemies enter a tile of the same color, they take an extra hit of 300% AoE magic damage, are inflicted with the immobilized state. It's gonna last for 2 seconds, just puts them at a full stop. If she has 2 colors of the same painted down in a row within that time range, okay? Pretty straightforward there. Desaturate. When the enemy kills an enemy, or when the hero kills an enemy, increases attack by 10% for 12 seconds, stacking up to a 30% attack increase. So if you have a lot of enemies coming in, it's gonna have an extra total of 30% attack, which is very nice. On the ultimate, when the ultimate is activated, as you can see, the ultimate does full damage across all this, not just where the lines are, it's in between as well. You can have bang. So when the ultimate is activated, each basic attack deals 800% AoE magic damage to up to 12 enemies. 800% is pretty solid. It knocks back the targets that are closer to the caster. Each attack also paints tiles within the attack range with a random color. During the ultimate, reduces damage to the caster by 50%. This is pretty nice. It is the knockback is very solid. It's very consistent. It's very reliable. I've used it on Gear Raid 121 so far, just to give you a little bit of a kind of an idea of how it is. Yes, she just keeps constantly doing a knockback, which makes it so maybe she can be a little competitive with somebody like Valara, or a good option not to have bring Valara all the time if you get lucky enough to pull her. All right, so the bond skill for her. You have Pierre. When Rosalia dies or retreats, grants rage regen to adjacent allies. I can't really think of a great reason for this. I'm sure it could be out there. She does have a 50% reduced redeployment time, which is kind of weird. But yeah, so she can get cycled out. But I don't know why you'd want to cycle her out. If you have any ideas, let me know down in the comment section. I will definitely come up with a cool video to see how that goes down. Now, I did just say she has a reduced cooldown. Here's the caveat to that. She's gonna have to be awakened level 5 in order for that to happen. So let me break down the awakenings. I'm kind of sitting in the middle of the screen though. I think that works. Anyways, awaken level 1 when deployed immediately gains 100% rage and increases damage by 20% for the first 20 seconds. This can be extremely valuable if you get her to awaken level 5. I'm going to skip all these right now just to show you what the awaken level 5 is. Awaken level 5 reduces redeployment time by 50%. Each deployment permanently increases the hero's damage by 5% up to 15%. So she's gonna come out 50% faster when you pick her up, put her back down. And then if you do it 3 times, it's gonna have a total of 15% added damage, okay? And then when you're doing that, you can get an extra damage boost of 20% and 100%, or get 100% rage when you put her down for 20 seconds. So pretty much you can start deploying her, just laying her down and then just going straight into the ultimate. Crazy amount of damage. All these damage increases for 20 seconds. So yeah, the A1 makes more sense if you have the A5. It is what it is. Awaken level 2 is attack plus 300. Awaken level 3 is the tiles in front 2 rows continuously deal 30% AoE magic damage per second to enemies in range. So they're gonna get just constant damage coming in. Awaken level 4 is gonna be penetration plus 8%. Now, I'm not going to showcase both of these heroes doing separate things that are in their certain niches, but I am going to showcase them together in Gear Raid 1. I think that's a good place to show you guys, to start off, of how they function and how they work. So we will do more of like trying to find super niche situations for each of them going forward. I'm sure some other content creators will also post some stuff like that as well. So here we go. Cultist faction, I'm going to pair it with Ezerith and the couple here, Beelzebub, and then we're going to have, of course, Lasir for some anti-heal. Then we're going to have Praetus and Valara down here just in case, but you're not going to need him for Gear Raid 121. In fact, you won't really have much trouble needing Valara in any kind of way until you get to about Gear Raid 124. So you're going to need some help at that point. It could be argued that Beelzebub isn't even necessary. But let's just go ahead and showcase what these guys do. Alright, I'm gonna move myself up here. Right there. Let's go ahead and start with Rosalia. As you can see, she's painting, right? Got a painted line right here. There's a second painted line. It is yellow. Alright, and a third painted line is yellow as well, so very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and give her Ireless just for some extra rage regen so we can get things rolling along. And then we'll go ahead and put down the Seer just to keep them from healing up. So she repainted the line in the center to blue, so they start getting that frostbite going on here. Alright, so here we go. Come on. Typically. Let's get the frost first. For the totem taken care of. I'll make sure they don't heal up. Go ahead and try to see if we can't push them back a little bit so you can see the consistency of that. So boom. You just push them back. She's not doing anything, but she will. There we go. She's another push back. I just push back, okay? It's very nice. That is kind of the essence of what she's doing, but you can see she's hitting the boss the whole time up here. He's taking damage. Now let's go ahead and put down our boy Pierre. Alright. Pierre is going to automatically go into his ultimate and he's going to immediately give me a Prismark. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up Rosalia because we kind of get what she's doing. She does some pushback, she does some magic res reduction, she does some slows, she does some all kinds of things. It's just all kinds of debuffs going, burns, all that kind of stuff, depending on what she's out in the field. And we're gonna go ahead and put this guy down here. Here comes the Prismark. Excuse me. Now just look at him go. Boom, boom, boom. He just keeps hitting them, dude. It's not crazy yet. It's not crazy yet. And they're kind of healing themselves up, but whatever. But he is doing a ton of damage. So what is these hits doing here? I can just really slow it down and see one of them. Come on. We go 185 to 200k. It's very consistent. It's a ton of damage. It just keeps on coming, guys. It keeps on coming. And there you go. He's pretty much taking care of that all by himself. You don't have to worry about ultimates. He's just pounding. He's just pounding away, guys. Absolutely insane. Both of these guys can solo with this kind of a setup. Gear raid 1 up to 121. It's not really that big of an issue. You add some inspiration from something like a Dolores or Yao Chen and things just really amp up. Now this is actually a good opportunity to see one of those Malachites or Cobalts. I think that's a Cobalt. It looks like that was AoE damage, so that's extending his time range as well. So here they come, and you can see he's just hitting the boss like crazy the whole time. Yep, about 190k right now. They're almost dead by the time they come in. Don't even have to really worry about the totem too much, but we're gonna go ahead and hit Lucia anyways. Pretty straightforward here. Big damage, big damage. Now what happens if I remove him? We'll take him off. Let's put her back out. Don't have to, I'm just doing it because, look at, as soon as he ults, I got him back and I could put him somewhere else. You can just literally place him wherever you want to, guys. Super crazy, overpowered. Game changing. Not so much because they hit so hard. It's more game changing because of these ranges. You see the range for Pierre goes all the way here, all the way across the board. Keep an eye on the totem. We're going to activate Lucia. Then we're going ahead and activate our Rosalia, and that will most likely take care of them. The only thing about the pushback is if you have like Lucia, he can miss the target when it comes to trying to put anti-heals out if they're way up here because they're pushed back so far. It's a crazy amount of pushback, no joke. You could just build it with a ton of rage regen and just keep that ultimate going and just push back, push back, push back, push back. You can imagine, as far as Gear Dungeon 2 goes, on the bottom part, having to push those guys back, you're not going to have an issue. Obviously, it's going to be pretty straightforward. It is a definitely good option replacement for Valara when it comes to the Malux trials as well. Let's make it a little bit harder. We'll go up to Gear Raid 1, 23. Simply because I didn't want to grind out too much for 24. And I want to show you just how strong they are. So when I did this before, I did use Neja. So I do plan on switching that back. We're going to go back to using Neja, Leia, and Neja. So Neja is Awaken level 3. I'm going to throw some gear on. I'll be right back in just a moment. Okay, all geared up. By the way, these guys are geared pretty well, so just keep that in mind. Like I said, you can, for sure, build this hero with a ton of rage gen and just use it for mostly knockback if you wanted to. Alright, we're going to start off with Rosalia, placing her down right here. I am going to go ahead and place Ireless next. This is going to help get that rage gen going. Zoom out a little bit here. Let me move myself down. There we go. Off to the side. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and place out Pierre. And there goes our Prismark. I'm going to put him over here on the left side. We're going to go ahead and use our Rosalia's ultimate. Try to push him back, just holding him off for a moment. Then we're gonna go ahead and place down Beelzebub. I'm gonna save Lysier's ultimate for now, since we're pushing them back so much anyways. Don't really have to worry about it too much. As soon as they come back in and their ultimate's done, we will go ahead and use Beelzebub's ultimate. You see, they keep pushing them back. They keep pushing them back. Here comes the totem. Let's go ahead and try to see if we can activate Lysier. Be lucky if we can get it in there. Let's get our Neja out. And since she's not knocking back anymore, I'm going to go ahead and activate Beelzebub. And we're also going to hit our Neja. I'm going to go ahead and place Leia right here. Could place her on the right, but to be honest with you, I like to have her within our Rosalia's ultimate range, so that she can help with some rage regen. There's a totem again. Go ahead and use it. And then just to make sure they don't get pass out in any kind of way, Lysier likes to go down. I have like 35k HP, dude still goes down, so go ahead and activate our Leia. I know it's quite the showcase, just putting it into Gear Raid 1. I know there's a lot of different places you guys can test this, but for now, this is just where we're going to put it. I'm going to swap around those controls back and forth. Go ahead and activate Beelzebub. It's a little bit better being up higher, but you know, it is what it is. We still have the nice control coming in, doing what they're supposed to be doing here. Now these guys are sitting in range. I'm going to keep them there for now. Just let them hang out. Come on, Lysier. We're going to activate your Lysier. We can go ahead and activate our Rosalia now and then hit our Neja as well. Once Rosalia starts going, go ahead and activate your Leia. It'll help her get a nice rage boost. The damage boost going on right now as well. If she doesn't put it out there, then Iris will. It's a pretty straightforward kind of team, but it is kind of cool not having Valar on a team, and you don't need Beelzebub actually either. You could just go ahead and use Diao Chen, because my original test with this, I just had Diao Chen sitting there, so it worked pretty well actually. Now they're so far back that it's hard to get the anti-heal on them, so it can be difficult to deal with sometimes. They're gonna kind of be healing way up there. Kind of is what it is, you know? Once they start coming forward, they're gonna get taken out anyways. Then they're not in the heal range. I guess so it works. Still safe, still safe. Go ahead and activate Leia. Go ahead and activate your Rosalia. Wait till about 25%, activate Lysier. Even though he's not gonna really get them all out on them guys, but it is what it is. Alright, I'm gonna put it on 2x for a moment. As soon as Rosalia is done, comes another Forsaken Totem. Wait till about 25%. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Neja again. Then we'll hit our Beelzebub. Try to get some control out there. Just move them around and keep them off the wall the best we can. Here comes Leia. And so they're kind of being slowed here. Go ahead and activate our Rosalia again. Hopefully this works out right. Here comes a Forsaken Totem. Wait till about 25%. Go ahead and hit that. Gonna need it. Come on now. Come on now. Take him out. Take him out. As soon as Rosalia's ult is done, we're going to activate Beelzebub. This is just to help with the control in between here, guys. Hopefully our Lysier is ready in time. Gonna be. Go ahead and activate Lysier. Gonna activate our Neja. And yes, it's Neja, just so you guys know. It is Neja. Alright, so I want to get one more activation here out of Rosalia. That should hopefully take care of him. Come on, the seer. Get ready. Don't let him heal up. There you go. Down to 25%. Activate the seer. There we go. Hopefully they don't heal up too much. Activate Leia. It's gonna get a nice damage boost. She also has her artifact on as well, guys. They're pushing them way back. They're off in space at this point right now. Jeez. But I can't stop them from healing up. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. I guess it's okay. Let's go ahead and get that out. Activate Neja again. We will go ahead and hit our Beelzebub. In between, remember, get those controls going. I think we're gonna be okay. Alright. Go ahead and hit our Rosalia. It seems kind of like prolonged, doesn't it? Hopefully they don't get through here. And those guys up there are gonna heal up, which kind of sucks. I think get this off quick enough. No, probably not. They're gonna be all full healed. The knockback. But you can see that you don't really have a problem keeping them off the wall. The boss is gonna die before these last couple guys do. Alright, there they go. No more healing for them. We're done healing these guys. Let's let them in a little bit here. Activate Neja. Activate Beelzebub. This should be the end of the road for them. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Rosalia. Seems like such a long fight. I know it does. But it is good. It is good. They are amazing. The pair are amazing. I will be doing some more testing on Malik's trials and stuff like that, because I know you guys are going to be curious. Let me know down in the comment section where you want to see them, and if you aren't a believer yet, look at this damage out of Rosalia. She's going to be the bigger DPS. She is definitely going to be the bigger DPS out of the two starting off, but he has a lot more possibility for utility, different kind of unique comps to the fact that you can just place that Prismark wherever you want to. And especially if you start getting him awakened, the amount of power that he's going to have. These two, if you go ahead and awaken them a little bit farther, your raid 124 is just a walk in the park. It's not even something, you don't have to worry about it even. But anyways, guys, I think that's it for today's video. I hope it found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, let me know down in the comment section what you want to see for further testing. If you want to see something very specific, if some other content creators haven't posted, please just let me know in the comment section down below, and I will look into it the best I can. Anyways, I've been the Prospector. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep digging.